Hey everyone, Ray here from the third floor, and we're going to go over the top 5 reasons you should be playing Wyrd Miniatures Malifaux 3rd Edition. This is your Friday 5-minute flash. Number 5. If you want to talk about cool settings and killer sculpts, then Malifaux is the game you want to take a look at. A Weird West setting where Earth has found another world by the name of Malifaux, a very insidious group of individuals known as the Guild have been trying to get a monopoly on this mystical power source known as Soul Stones. Part steampunk, part Victorian, part Wild West, all weird, lots of magic, and plenty of craziness for anyone out there. Whether you're looking for stompy robots or crazy monsters, Malifaux has got what you want. Number 4. Alternating activations and a skirmish game. So in wargaming in general, you can split it up into one of 2 categories. You have war games, and then you have skirmish games. War games tend to be more robust in the number of miniatures that are putting on the table. We're talking your 40k, your Flames of War type of stuff, where you're going to be fielding a bunch of dudes. Age of Sigmar, that type of thing. You might see 50 models plus on the table, depending on what system you're doing. A skirmish game keeps it to 12 or less in general, and that's where Malifaux lives. But one of the best parts about it is that it's alternating activation, kind of like chess. So you're not just deploying your forces and then going, I go, you go. You're deploying your forces, and then after you activate, your opponent gets to react, and then you get to react to them. And that brings a whole range of strategic decisions that make the game engaging and also make sure that you don't ever step away from the action for too long. An opponent's turn might be at most 5 to 10 minutes depending on how complex a crew they're playing. So in general, you're going to be engaged the whole way through. And that's a great bonus for people who have maybe tried a game where you run into the syndrome where, hey, I just took 20 minutes to do what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to sit here for 20 minutes and look at you. So this is a really great system. It's been up and coming in miniature wargaming for a few years now. Alternating activation is the way to go, and the skirmish-based game makes sure that you're not being overwhelmed by what you're putting on the table. Number 3, we're looking at cards and not dice. For those of you who have dice hate because you always roll 1s when you need a 2, this is the game for you. We're talking a 54 card deck, standard poker, each suit assigned to something new. And what we have going on here is that not only are you flipping cards in contested duels with your opponent, you've got a control hand that you're able to cheat fate with. The thematic's fantastic. We're looking at a deck of cards that we call the Fate deck. It determines what's going to happen to you, but you get to control a bit of that by managing your hand. If you like resource management in any way, shape, or form, this is going to tickle you. But more importantly, it gives you a chance to win things you may not normally have been able to pull off, and you don't have to worry about the dice spiking cold on you for 2 or 3 turns in a row. Number 2, and the biggest draw to the Malifaux 3rd Edition over the previous, thematic keywords. When you talk about getting involved in a game, one of the problems you run into is the breadth of the catalog. Well, this doesn't change with a game like Malifaux that's been around the block for a number of years. There's hundreds of models to choose from. What do you do about that? Well, one of the things that Wyrd has done that's super intelligent and I personally love is that each of the leaders, the masters that you can put on the table for the various factions have a keyword assigned to them. And then they have models that match that keyword. Can you take other models in the faction that don't match that keyword? You absolutely can. And there are even models that have a versatile rating where they can go in any crew without any kind of penalty. But what the encouragement is here is that if you're playing a crew that has a specific keyword, you're going to get more synergies out of playing inside of that keyword. And what we're hoping that's going to lead toward is crew boxes that you can get and just pick up a keyword worth of models and get them right on the table. That's great marketing. It's great design. It feels good. And mechanically speaking, they've done a very good job of putting mechanics that fit all of these keywords. So if you're looking for thematics around beasts, there's a master. You're looking for thematics around stompy bots that got massive armor and share power and energy between them. They've got that. You're looking for a master that summons things from beyond the grave. They've got a couple of those, and all of them have their unique flavor thanks to this keyword concept. Last but not least, the number one reason you want to be playing this game is multiple objectives. These change every game, you generate them at the start of each game, and you don't build your crew until after they've been generated. We have 4 strategies that get played, that everyone knows what's going on, one of which is going to get chosen for the game. And then you generate a random pool of 5 from 13 other schemes. Those you get to pick 2 from, but you hide them from your opponent. The number of strategic decisions that come around this, from bluffing to being able to deny your opponent to even just scoring what you've got, creates an incredibly deep game that's very, very rewarding. And those are the top 5 reasons you should be playing Malifaux 3rd Edition. This was your Friday 5-Minute Flash.